Episode 5 of Heavenly Ever After begins with a case on Earth where a mobster gets unfairly acquitted using legal loopholes despite committing murder. The scene quickly switches to Nakjun, who is on Earth and meets an agent from Hell working on compiling evidence against a sinner. Nakjun later visits the funeral home of a heaven dweller who had no picture on the altar, as he had lived away from home and disliked being photographed. With the help of the president in heaven, Nakjun gets a photo clicked and places it at the man's altar. This man turns out to be the mobster's victim. While at the funeral house, Nakjun notices the Hell agent retrieving the souls of young parents and their toddler daughter. On a subway, the parents are sucked into Hell, but their daughter remains behind. She is then fast-tracked into heaven after receiving a clear pass as a pure soul. Meanwhile, Haesuk visits a church where the pastor asks her to return before noon the next day. After gossiping about him, Haesuk earns another grape berry. It's revealed that the pastor wanted her to make sujebi, hand-pulled noodles, because he had died at the age of 5 and wanted to experience the dish again. Haesuk makes the noodles for him, and in the process we learn about the deep resentment the pastor holds for his parents who abandoned him at such a young age. Later, Haesuk tries to buy a bottle of water for Samai using her good karma points, but the machine says, "Insufficient. Balance." Upset, she tries to vandalize the vending machine. At that moment, another grape berry drops, the sky changes color, and a tram from Hell arrives and sucks Haesuk in. Nakjun, who arrives just in time to witness it, rushes to the president seeking help. However, the president tells him he cannot intervene because Haesuk had placed herself somewhere between heaven and hell and lost the opportunity given to her. Jajang witnesses this exchange and decides to go to hell. He and his friends charm the pastor into taking them with him. The pastor eventually agrees, especially after learning that Haesuk had been taken to hell and begins to regret being so cold toward her when she'd tried to ease his resentment. In Hell, Haesuk encounters the real Youngie in one of the lines and meets the King of Hell, who is the counterpart of the President of Heaven. He informs the Hell dwellers that their sins will be punished mercilessly. We're then shown various types of hell. The boiling cauldron hell, originally for thieves but now for murderers, where souls suffer in molten metal. There's also the tongue-pulling hell, where liars and cheaters have their tongues pulled out in proportion to the gravity of their sins. The Hell of Blisters is a freezing place meant for killers, robbers, and rapists. The crushing hell, where adulterers are crushed between two mountains. The screaming hell is for those who caused physical pain through alcohol and violence, requiring them to cross burning paths. And the scorching hell, where deceivers like corrupt politicians and religious manipulators are punished. After witnessing these brutal punishments, Haesuk is declared unclassified and taken to a separate room along with Young A. Meanwhile, Nakjun is deeply disturbed by what happened to Haesuk. Haesuk and Young E are told that being unclassified means they are either not fully dead, have had a near-death experience, or are not fully eligible for hell. Their fate will be decided after a full tour of hell and a weighing of their sins. While the unclassified are on their tour, Hell's agents blow up the mobster's car just as he was about to commit more murders. He dies and arrives in Hell, where he is handed the most severe punishment. Simultaneously, Nakjun, while traveling by subway with Jajang, gets off at Hell's station, and Jajang follows. A Hell agent gives Nakjun permission to tour Hell after getting his consent and informing him of the risks. Nakjun insists he won't leave without finding his wife. During the tour, Haesuk and Young A continue witnessing various levels of hell. It's revealed that the parents of the toddler girl forced her to die with them against her will, which is why they were condemned to hell. Jajang finds his former abusive owner there as well, watching him suffer punishment. A new hell is also introduced, reserved for cyberbullies and perpetrators of digital abuse. Eventually, the unclassified souls are brought to a giant weighing scale. If their sins weigh less than 50, they can go to heaven. Otherwise, they remain in hell. Haesuk steps onto the scale, but the outcome is not revealed. Meanwhile, Nakjun finally comes face to face with the King of Hell and strikes a deal. If Nakjun journeys through every part of hell, the king will return his wife to him. The episode. ends with Nakjun taking the leap into the fiery pit of hell, setting up high emotional and narrative stakes for the episodes to follow.